Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Brant Larsen. Welcome to the video. This one we're talking about stress hormones, and in particular 14 symptoms of long-term being exposed to long-term stress hormones. So just that unresolved stress that never goes away, whether it's financial, whether it's your job, whether it's relationships or a combination of chemical stress as well, physical stress on you, anything that creates stress hormones in your body, which is a lot of different things. What are the symptoms? What are the consequences of long-term stress hormones? Now here we have the National Safety Council. They say as much as 80% of all disease and illness is triggered or mediated by stress. And again, this term is misunderstood. It's not just emotional stress here. This is chemical. This is environmental toxins, heavy metals, pesticides, all those different types of things as well. It's physical stress. It's not exercising enough. It's too much exercise. So you're driving the stress hormones. All of that is kind of in that umbrella that gets defined kind of like a junk drawer heap almost of stress. Okay, so 80%. So long-term stress is associated with, number one, low energy. It's going to start to drag you down because stress hormones are kicking in, chronic low-grade stress hormones, and it's wearing out your adrenals. And it's pounding them into the ground, and you get low energy from that. Number two, poor concentration. When you're in a stress response, when your body is in that sympathetic dominant state, that's one half of the autonomic nervous system. It's the gas pedal, the one that gets you going. When you're chronically in that state, you start to get poor concentration. Different hormones, different things change because of that. Three, elevated cholesterol levels. Your body will elevate cholesterol when you're in a stress response. So it's one of the things you have to look at. Why is my body making too much cholesterol? Because cholesterol in your body, 80% is made by your body, particularly the liver. So you have to wonder, why do I have high cholesterol if you have that? What is my body intelligently trying to do? Cholesterol is a precursor to hormones. Every hormone in the body has a cholesterol backbone. Okay, and then it builds part of it on top of that. So cholesterol is really, really important. Stress response increases cholesterol. 4, heart disease. Heart disease, cholesterol, all these different things are involved when you have these stress hormones constantly running through your body. Number 5, hypertension, so high blood pressure, stress response. Increased risk for strokes because you're putting so much pressure on the body. All these hormones are constantly there. So you can see all the heart type related issues. Cholesterol is commonly thought of as a heart issue, heart disease, hypertension, strokes as well. 7, diabetes. Diabetes has to do with blood sugar. Blood sugar is fuel. So if you're in a stress state all the time, your body is wanting more sugar. It wants more fuel, so it's like a fuel injector putting it in to your bloodstream constantly, so it wears out the pancreas. Number 8, Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's has been known as type 3 diabetes. So Alzheimer's disease as well. 9, osteoporosis, because you're upsetting the acid-base balance, the acid-alkaline balance in the body. Osteoporosis is a removal of mineral from the bone. So if your body is trying to buffer in the bloodstream with minerals, it'll take it from the bone. It takes it from the bone, buffers with alkaline minerals in the blood. It's a short-term solution, but it's more important than your bone. Bone is more long-term. That's why osteoporosis. 10, anxiety. Stress is going to do that. It's also in some people going to cause depression, or it can flip back and forth. 12, reduce immune function. Very, very key. If your immune system is always run down, if you're always catching colds, always getting flus, those types of things, think kidney for one, but also think stress response. 13, weight gain, and then also unhealthy weight loss. So stress will impact both of those as well. So here is one of my favorite quotes. I have it on my desk is over there. I have it over my desk. I read this book when my wife and I went on vacation. It's called Essentialism, The Disciplined Pursuit of Less by Greg McKeown. And it says, as you can read, you cannot overestimate the unimportance of practically everything. We are in a society that is pedal to the metal all the time, trying to get more, more, and more. Kids got to do more. They got to be in more activities and more things and sign up for more stuff. And when you really stop and think about it, you don't need all that stuff. You don't need the next new fancy vehicle. You don't need the bigger house. You don't want that. You want things to be simple. And what he says here is you can't overestimate how important so many things are in life. And when I read this on vacation, I think it was probably 2 years ago, and my wife and I never get to go on vacation. It's not a regular thing that we do, and I want to do more of it. But when I read this, I immediately came back home, and I started unsubscribing from email after email after email list that I was on. It took me, I think, 6 months of getting all these emails filtered out. I was just deleting them every single day. I have a string of emails this long in the morning, and then more, and then more, and then more throughout the day. And I thought to myself, what am I doing? So we're talking about stress. That is one of the biggest sources of stress right now. And the biggest things I can tell you is to write this quote down. Think about it. Look at it every single day like I do. It's on my desk. I think it's so important. Essentialism. What is really important in your life, and what do you want to focus on more instead of constantly trying to focus on more things? Boil it down to less. The disciplined pursuit of less. And then we have Mahatma Gandhi, one of my YouTube subscribers, put this quote on there. He agreed with something, and he said, "There's more to life than finding ways to make it go faster." But it seems like that's what it is. And I'm next to a busy street here, so I hear cars all day long. And obviously people have to get from point A to point B. But it's just constant, just cars back and forth and back and forth. And it does seem like this. It seems like we are so much trying to find ways to make everything go faster, 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 faster. We need the latest, greatest new phone, right? So this video is on stress. It's on the long-term consequences of stress. And I hope those last 2 slides, I think, were the most important ones. So look at that. Look at that in your life. Read that book that I showed with Essentialism. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you again on another video.